We made it to Montreux.
And we found Freddie. Next on Swissing It Up. Hey everybody.
Hey there, we're back.
And it is, what is it, day 5?
Day number 5 on our big Swiss adventure.
We did find another castle, but we'll tell you about that in a minute. We made it to Montreux.
We made it to Montreux on the other side of Lake Geneva. So we started in Geneva, and we have pretty much traversed the entire lake. We've made it all the way to the east side. We've got another transition day coming up tomorrow. But before that, we had some time to walk around and explore beautiful, beautiful Montreux, Switzerland.
But as always, let's talk about getting to Montreux.
Today was a little bit of a rough one. You may have seen a teaser earlier that I posted.
Did you post a teaser?
I might have posted a teaser.
Great.
The waves were a bit choppy. It was sunny. And we were grateful
like
for that.
The ocean, choppy. I was like, this is not what a lake is supposed to look like. That looks like the ocean.
I tried to remind her that it's Lake Geneva.
It wasn't good.
No?
It wasn't good.
Well, I managed to get her on the ferry, and like a real trooper, she didn't talk to me.
I was very quiet.
The entire way, 35 minutes.
That's the best I can do.
35 minutes.
No amount of drama.
From the north of France to the south of Switzerland, not a word came from her.
Because it was bad.
It was pretty much, don't talk to me.
There was white caps in the lake. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Don't talk to me. I just need to make it to the other side. But she did.
And we did.
You know, we have to go back.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm looking at this thinking it's less choppy.
it may have died down by the time we were ready to leave. But we did make it to Montreux after a few more trips, trains, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
And it's beautiful here. It is absolutely beautiful here. And one of the premier things to see when you make it to Montreux is what, Deb?
The Freddie Mercury statue.
The Freddie Mercury statue. Anybody a fan of Queen? If you're a fan of Queen and you happen to be in Montreux, there's a couple things you got to check out. The first thing is the Freddie Mercury statue. And
it didn't disappoint. And there's a museum attached. Well, actually, there's a little walk to the museum. There was like scraps of paper where he was literally writing like lyrics to his songs. There was costumes or
they had
outfits,
original costumes that he used to wear when he performed live. They had a recording studio. This was the original Mountain Studios recording studio that Queen recorded their albums in.
Yes.
I would say probably the most interesting thing we saw on the tour really didn't have anything to do with what the band did. Outside of the studio is an incredible wall of signatures from fans who have come from generations from all over the world and paid tribute
thousands and thousands
to Freddie Mercury, to Queen, showing their love, signing the wall. And of course, we couldn't let that opportunity slip.
No, I'm glad I had a pen. Really glad I had a pen.
I wish we had a Sharpie. I hope the pen doesn't.
Note to self, always travel with a Sharpie.
Hopefully the pen won't wash away because it might rain later and, well, we don't want to see that.
But we got to leave a message.
What an incredible, just a really great way to sort of cap off an interesting throwback to some of our cherished memories with music.
Yes. And now, from there, we
went and did some lunch.
Yeah, we did a 36-minute walk along the lake here. It's a gorgeous, beautiful walk. It's crazy. There's lots of spring flowers all in bloom, but it's like in the 50s. So flowers are very confused. It was an absolutely beautiful walk. And it took us to this castle behind us, which is called, I'm going to butcher this, Chateau de Chalon.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
My French is no better. We'll go with it. We'll go with that.
So we found another castle, which is very cool. And from what how much I pay attention on the tour, but what I learned is that train's going by. That's not too loud.
Hopefully that's not our train.
Yeah. You told me our train isn't until 5 o'clock.
We got time.
Okay.
We got time. We're good. Go ahead.
So excavations date back, this site, like this area, I guess dates back to the Bronze Age, which I had to look that up because I didn't know what that was. I like 3300 BC to 1200 BC, the Bronze Age. But the earliest written information about this castle dates back to 1150. So another place of really old walls, and I feel like you just feel the old souls there.
We were
very cool to walk around.
We were in the courtyard. We were up in the top part of the castle. We walked through a torture room, a latrine.
What used to be the prison.
But probably our favorite, I would say, was the chapel. The chapel.
Yeah.
That's always an interesting thing to see in a castle.
I said a prayer for my mom today because it's 6 years since we lost my mom. So I felt like, to anyone who understands how much the 18 number means anything to us, here's a quick thing. So there are numbers in every room that tell you like you have a guide you can take with you, like a brochure, and so everything has a number, and then you can look at the corresponding number and figure out where you are. So I saw the number 18, but then I realized that it wasn't like any other number. Like the actual number of the room on the guided tour was 24, but this random 18, which isn't like any other font, it's like no other sign, is just on the door, and it leads into a chapel. So of course we went and sat down.
It's a lucky number for us, and
I just felt like she's with us today.
She kind of led us there, we think.
Yes, absolutely.
But that was an incredible moment.
So this has been our day in Montreux.
This has been our day in Montreux. Debbie is again falling in love with castles. I have a feeling
more castles in our future.
On a future adventure, there may be an actual stay in a castle, maybe in Ireland. We'll add it to the list.
Yes. So stay tuned because we are transitioning. Tomorrow we are on our way to Zermatt.
We're hitting the Alps, people.
Yes. So stay with us, and we'll be back with more when we get there.